Hello, мои друзья, с вами я, Никита, и это комбат каст 8. Прикиньте, это жестко. Да. Блин, где же это видео? Через 3 минуты начнется комбат каст, пап. Так, давайте тут. Не-не-не, я папе говорю. Через 5 минут будет комбат каст.
Может, я разок еще успею сыграть? Почему вечно стрим начинает подлагивать под самое начало вот этого вот этот комбат-каст, блин? В прошлый раз так же подлагивало, что-то подгружалось. Какого хрена? Ладно, еще разок я успею сыграть.
Так, ребят, скоро будет комбат каст. Ждем. А я пока что докушиваю свои мини-пиццы, типа. Ну, там, понятно, хлебушек, сосиска, сыр
Что-то как-то подлагивает, да?
и кетчуп. Нормально просто, зашибись. Что ж, смотрим один бой, у Анидзуки, и погнали на комбат каст. Комбат каст. Здесь я.
Сейчас с ним играть.
Давай, финиш, блин.
Это сейчас будет быстро, ребята, я чувствую.
Комбат каст. Сейчас. О,
да,
нет.
обычно у них что-то вот это вот таймер лагает, а потом вроде нормально начинает.
Остановилась, блин, ну что ж такое? Что такое? Привет, кто пришел. Мы смотрим комбат каст 8. Да-да-да, 8-я часть. Может быть, последний комбат каст. Мы не знаю. Я не знаю. Короче, погнали. Смотрим. Наслаждаемся. Хе-хе. Царь горы Виталька. Нормально. Я думаю, нормально. И, как всегда, уходят люди, потому что это копирайт. Ладно, ребят, хорошо. Я буду смотреть не копирайт. Ок. Вот так вот. Что ж, ребят, ждем. Минута осталась. Будем смотреть английскую версию, может.
Вот. Ты не ешь, что прикалываешься?
Так нет, вот я просто наелся.
Ешь еще как-то.
Ну, я знаю, что там делать.
Ну как ты мог наесться? Хотя бы съешь один.
Ну, я съел 2 бутыка.
Да.
Это комбат-каст. Ну что ж, ребят. Я еще посмотрю свои комиксы, типа про Mortal Kombat. Это типа фатайки делаю. Они шикарные. Я бы вам показал, но это в моем ролике может попозже. Ну, с вами слушаю. Но сейчас-то хрен я вам сейчас покажу, потому что я хочу это то, что посмотреть. Что? Встречайте, Антон Бизнес. Я печвин. Да, бизнес. Психерс Линц. Я фантазер. Ладно, ребят. Мы тихо все. Ну, будем смотреть тихо. Все. Я включаю звук и не мешаем. Не мешаем. Сейчас. Ребята. Я молча буду смотреть комбат каст. Все, чтобы у вас не было никаких там претензий. Ну, сейчас будет. Сейчас будет трейлер комбат каста. Ну, как всегда, да? Шух. начался комбат-каст. Комбат-каст. Вот и. Хе-хе-хе. И он что, остановился? Это что за фигня, Может,
All right, everybody, welcome to the Combat Cast. I know everyone's very excited about this one on a lovely Friday. Pretty windy here in Chicago, but we're excited to show you 3 characters today, and we have a couple special guests today. So without further ado, let's go to the couch. Here we go. Right there.
Pointing's my thing, Sean.
We are pointing at everyone. Awesome. First of all, I am Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios. Beside me, I have...
I am Sean Hemrick. I'm the facilities manager.
Steve, senior QA analyst.
Derek Kurtzik, Sean Hemrick's right-hand man.
And, as usual, behind the power station, we have my friend and all of ours. Maybe not Sean, you like him?
He's fine.
Cool. Matt Burke.
Hey, everybody. I'll take it. I'm fine.
He'll take it.
That camera's really close to his face.
It's all...
Сейчас, подождите, ребят.
Блин, ты охренел, что ли? Скотина, надо перейти на другой. Короче. Это скотиняк, понимаете? Комбатка здесь.
Все, що тут є, зачароване, прокляте або
Дайте посмотреть комбаткаст,
into it more every week.
Maybe that's right.
Like,
Так, что там с громкостью, ребят?
Oh, man. Matt Burke with the hot bits today. All right, so we have Sean here.
Hello.
Sean, we're going to talk today about something that's coming to Mortal Kombat 11 that you wanted to go through, and it's a thing called time crystals. Can you tell us what those are?
Yeah, time crystals
Crystal.
are a currency in the game that lets you shortcut your way to visuals, cosmetics, skin, gear, intros, victories, easy fatalities. It's all cosmetic things that you can get in the game.
Для тайм-кристалла можно будет покупать всякую эту лабуду,
Can you
типа
tell us- so
интро,
you tell us
фаталити
mainly
легкие.
just cosmetic things.
Yeah, cosmetic things. Like, I guess I'll highlight gear because, like, when I explain this to other people, I like, wait, Injustice 2 gear had stat impact. We listened to the community; they didn't like that as much, so we split those, right? So it is. You have the
Статы не
physical
будет в
now that is
костюмах,
the
они
gear that you
разделили,
get through
стата будет в отдельных
gameplay,
этих.
or you can go to the
фишках.
store and pick up these items. All those items can be picked up somewhere in the store. I'm sorry, in the game, but you then get gear drops. Not gear drops. God, I got that all wrong. Okay,
You're
you
doing
get the,
just fine.
You get the visual dropped in the game. You also get the stat dropped in the game as an augment. You put those together and go from there as your stat. But the
Типа
gear has
отдельно
no
будут
gameplay impact.
выбиваться костюмы, но у них не будет статы. И отдельно будут выбиваться усилители, у них уже будет
We
стата.
did eventually
We
get
got there. Another question.
Derek's like a perfect yes man.
Isn't he, though?
Right-hand man.
Do we have to pay for time crystals?
You don't have to. Nothing in the game requires time crystals. You can play the whole game, unlock all the stuff there without ever dealing with time crystals. If you want, you can get time crystals and shortcut your way to different things. And we are going to drop a bunch in the game so that you're going to get to experiment and play with them and see if you like them.
Короче, как кристаллы в Инжастисе, короче. Они будут, ты сможешь за что-то зарабатывать, но также ты можешь легко получить, типа, за деньги кристаллы купить в PSN. Он это имеет в виду, да?
Time crystals and gear and whatnot.
Yeah, just like our past 2 games where we've had things like this, there's absolutely nothing that can be pay to win. Nothing to give you a gameplay advantage or anything like that. All visuals, all that. I would like to say, we listen to the community with that, but we don't even get that far. Like, listen to Paulo or Derek.
Right.
Nobody in the building actually wants that. So we listen to ourselves as well there.
We're a very competitive game, and there's no reason-
we don't have any competitive advantage for money.
Sure. A big question we get a lot, loot boxes. Do we have loot boxes in Mortal Kombat 11?
No, I'm not going to do the joke about a 19-tiered system.
Which we talked about earlier.
We did.
Glad we went away from that.
Glad we went away from that. Yeah, no, there's no...
Мне жесть только что показался, что он показал, типа, что у него стал член, но это не точно.
There are no loot boxes in this game whatsoever.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Типа лутбоксов не будет, но, блин, мы же знаем, что это будет просто
I'm having
по-другому сделано, и
Who are
все.
you maining right now?
Liu Kang. I'm a Liu Kang traditionalist.
Okay, that's good.
I like the range. I always put in the low fireball because I just feel it.
У нас нет лутбоксов, но у нас же есть крипто, как бы, который, по сути, почти лутбокс же, нет?
My
В чем
boss
разница?
is playing Liu Kang as well right now, so...
Ну это же
Your mirror
неплохо,
match
крипто нам
down the road
нравится.
on stream?
Sure. Let's see. I just it's not. I'm using
Amplify?
Yes, amplify. I was going to use the Injustice 2 terminology.
Don't do that.
I just amplify that bike kick constantly.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so much fun. It's the most fun
yeah,
thing about
yeah.
it.
Literally no reason not to.
And then low fireball. It's just
Yeah.
a fairly,
And then once you hit 3 bicycle kicks, crush and blow.
right.
So-
And he's got nice, easy chainable things in his.
Very fun to play like that, I think. His kicks really...
Видимо, за Люканга будет он играть сегодня.
Awesome. Sean, there is one thing I want you to do. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh yeah, I find it very funny when Ed intros a trailer because he's just like, here we go, and he there's a screen behind him,
right.
And he's so chill about it. But like I was like, trailer.
Трейлер Цитрион. Это тот трейлер, который мы смотрели. О, Китана! О, это другое дело. Вот это. О, сразу Китана с Деворой сделали.
This one killed many on Shao Kahn's behalf. On behalf of them, you die.
Короче, Девора, ты умрешь. Ой, такой же захват, как в МКХ идет прям. У них Веера в разные стороны в комбе сделали. Это типа был Crash and Wall. Прикольно, Девора. Во, из нее этот жук вылез, да? Плюется, летает. Вот интересно, расскажут, как на нем подлететь делать на этом жуке. Прикольный прием. Это действительно классно сделали. Ну, нормальное фаталити, нормальное, в принципе. Не слишком долгое такое. Кинжал и Мелина. Я что-то не помню, где увидели кинжал и Мелина. Я что-то не увидел. Или... Надо будет трейлер пересмотреть, я что-то кинжала не увидел. Я видел только сложенный веер. Или по типу стиль, наверное, будет у нее, как типа Китана скорбная, да?
That intro, is that not the best intro, like, ever?
So you've been excited.
Видишь, когда складывается веер, он как бы кинжал получается.
The blue motif going on.
Yeah, of course.
Надо пересмотреть этот трейлер будет неоднократно, чтобы там рассмотреть все, что там происходит.
Steve, thoughts?
Ну, прикольно. Быстро играются.
I mean, her look is great. Her face is amazing looking. Her costume, both human and revenant. I'm all in.
What a surprise.
Well, yeah.
What a surprise.
Frigid take.
That would have been hilarious. Been like, so Steve, Katana's back. What do you think? And
Yeah,
Steve's
she's
like,
okay.
Whatever, you know. No, she's great. Total. I mean, I haven't played with her.
Не, ну Мелина не должна быть как бы в основном ростере, но DLC добавить.
So tell me just from the start, what do you think about Katana right now? How is she playing? What should people be looking for?
I think the main thing about Katana is her normal attacks are pretty much completely redone. There's a couple of things that
основные атаки ее переделали, типа.
Like you'll see in a second that forward 2 is like have a long range, like good footsie tool, which is the last two
Мелины еще
that's
заметили,
kind of
да?
what I want to do in the mid range. Other than that, though, her normal attacks are pretty different.
Yeah, for the most part, she's always holding her fans, right?
Yes,
Like they're
yeah.
more of a weapon. Again, weapons, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
before we forget too, in that trailer, you got to see some Devora as well.
Yeah.
Which we will be getting to. After this, we're going to do a couple things with Cetrion. We know we showed her on Game Informer. Show a couple things, and then we'll get to Devora after that.
Awesome.
So, back to
Yeah,
Katana.
so she uses her fans all the time now. Her special moves are where she's also quite different. Like, a lot of the classic special moves are back that you'd expect. Like, she's still going to throw her fans and do square wave, but she's got, like, 5 or 6 brand new moves that she's never had.
Like different flair on the older moves and things like that.
Yes, a lot of the older moves have been completely reanimated. I think she has, like, almost a dance-like quality. I think that's how I describe her. Like, I think in the last game in MKX, she was heavily, like, assassin-based, like
Right.
a lot of kung fu kind of stuff, and that's still there, but it's a lot more graceful and elegant, I think, in this game. Which
Cool. Let's get to it.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Steve.
all right, so we'll start off with the normal attacks, and I think one thing that's really interesting is she has a lot of really long multi-hitting strings that you have to kind of dial out really quickly.
Right.
You can see here. This is her forward
Прикольно,
two.
прикольно. Смотри, какие быстрые у него удары идут, да?
The thing is, while these do good damage and have a lot of hits, you
Это
actually
мельница,
a
короче.
lot of them because you have to kind of dial them out. Like,
Там еще в трейлере были какие-то удары ногами, как велосипед у Люканга наподобие. Во, тоже, смотрите.
this is like kind of one of her main strings, and you can either cut it short or do this last part here. She has a low that'll actually pop them up a little bit. She doesn't get a traditional combo mid-screen, but in the corner she can. And she does not have a pop-up overhead like a lot of characters, but she does have pretty good range on her hop attack.
And a lot of her moves are also knocking them back. She is kind of its own character, too. Right?
Yes, absolutely. That's still really good. It's not just her range. Let's check out her throws, because they are beautiful. I love the little pose there.
Awesome.
Her last normal I'd like to show is her back one, which is a pretty fast, good range mid, and she has a couple of extensions off of it. And this one here, during the kick, she kind of hits
назад один на разные удары
let
выводится,
the
да?
whole string go. You can stagger it, and it is actually a crushing blow on a punish or a counter hit.
Крашинг было на панишер
So
на
it gets really good
контратаке.
damage and pushes them full screen for her zoning.
Can we see her down one?
Her down one is exactly what you want from it. I would consider it a
Вниз один такой
failure
же, как в
if her
МКХ.
down one was not that.
Right.
Here's a question for you. As a former top katana of the world,
Many, many years ago.
tell me, how many times do you think you've done a down one with katana?
The down one has made me quite a lot of money. That's all I can say.
Back in the day when you were doing it, there wasn't quite a lot of money though.
Well, when you are as consistent as I am getting top 8 and you're only making $300 a tournament, when you get top 8 at every tournament you win because you're just that tight, it adds up.
It does add
So
up.
tight.
So how many times have you pushed the button?
It's got to be like 1,000 times, right?
How many times
More
have
than
you
1,000.
practiced just pressing?
I mean, the 1,000 times, I mean per game.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
That makes
okay.
total sense.
Like, that was her anti-air, her footsie tool, her mix-up tool. So let's go into her special moves. We'll start with the standard ones. Her fan toss is back.
Стандартный
Like the last
special
game,
move,
it's
бросание
super
веера.
fast. It's a
Очень
high
быстрый,
attack. If you
да,
get
кстати,
people
очень
in the
быстрый.
air. If you amplify it, she does a double one. This can catch
Усиление
you
метра,
jumping
двойной
or you're
метод вверх
trying to walk
получается.
in after the first one. It's a great projectile. Her air fan is back, but in my opinion, her ground fan is kind of her core footsie tool or zoning tool in this one. Very similar to MKX. Fan lift is back. It's exactly what you want. It's a combo starter. And now she has a new move, which I just whipped. This cool throat slit. And this, to me, is how you're going to end most of your juggle combos. And it has a
Удар с
crushing blow.
телепортом, как будто сзади она
If
резко
you do an
оказывается.
8-hit combo.
Вообще резко-резко.
So once per game, you can kind of cash in, do an 8-hit combo into the throat slit, and get significantly extra damage. But again, with the crushing blows, you can only do it once per match. So you
Right.
kind of got to know, like, if they're going to die anyway, you don't want to cash out.
Yeah, I gotta say we've been playing a lot of the game in the studio.
Сколько раз в МК9 был, по
Which
мне
is
было.
awesome. And like,
Ну реально неудобная
the
тема.
metagame
Вот
of
я сколько
figuring
играл,
out your
сколько
special
делать
moves,
очень
what you
неудобно.
use, and the time
Они бывают
to
получаются
actually
неожиданно,
do
когда, а когда
it
хочешь их сделать, они не получаются.
because you didn't put hold on.
Yeah.
Like this metagame, I can't wait for the fans to start playing because it is some of my favorite parts.
Вот, вот ногами удар типа
She
велосипеда.
also has square boost back. The amplify is really,
Удар
really
задницей
cool.
в воздухе.
Normally, she can only do it in the air.
У меня что-то похожее,
And
какой-то
that's
удар же
where
был,
we
по-моему.
can
в
get
МКХ.
into the loadouts I made. I made
О,
2
еще с
loadouts.
телепортом.
So the first one, I gave her ground war, which allows her to do square boost on the ground. It behaves just like the air one. It's super fast, so it's almost like a shadow kick or Raiden Superman. It's a great combo ender. Like, for example, normally you can't combo after this. If you have ground war equipped, I'll go ahead and go into square boost to give her extra damage. The other thing I gave her is Flutter is back, which is essentially like a double jump where you can lower. So you can do stuff like, normally she does jump kick fan to kind of get in. You can fake it out, and if they try to anti-air, come down with the jump kick fan. Or you can use it to get over projectiles. Maybe like Noob throws a shadow, or Liu Kang throws a low fireball, and you're going to hit the ground. You can do Flutter. And then lastly, in this loadout, I gave her Royal Protection, which is a projectile absorb.
Hey, you didn't use Jax this time to set up.
Yeah,
Smart move.
So you see her fans start glowing. When she absorbs a projectile, she actually gets a damage buff on all her fan attacks while the fan's glowing. So you kind of are zoning your opponent out, you absorb a projectile to stop their zoning, and then that actually amplifies her melee to then go in and use her offense, which is
And with
pretty
her
cool.
having like these long chain combos as well, right? Like
Right.
that damage is just.
Заметьте,
gonna
такая
add
арена,
up,
тут
yeah.
черепки всякие висят.
So one interesting
О, это что
thing
за
is,
фигня? Вот это,
you know,
вот
we
это
talked
вот.
recently about how we're going to have 2 preset loadouts for tournament and ranked play.
Какой-то
This is
какой-то
actually
интерактив,
one
да,
of
вот
the
это вот.
loadouts that I made. This is the one that I like using. I've been using it against you a lot.
Right.
So here's an example that
And
people are saying.
my Jax one actually is too.
Yeah, the one that you just use for Jax is. So those are the 3 moves she gets. So how about one more loadout?
Also,
Yeah, let's do it.
just while we're talking about that, we will be playing our belt battle today in tournament.
In tournament, yes.
I wasn't ready for that.
You always have to be ready for tournament. You never know when a tournament's going to start.
А, сегодня они будут в турнирном режиме
You get
играть.
an invitation to the tournament.
Do you not want it? Do you not want it?
Did you not get your ancient scroll?
I did not get it.
Значит, по идее, мы увидим настоящие названия этих
Whoa,
вариаций.
whoa, buddy. I'm not afraid of anything. I just the possible character that I select to do the belt battle. I don't know what their tournament loadout is, but you know what? Let's do it.
Well, you will find out as the community does.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, we're all gonna find out today.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then my witty name won't be there. Oh, that's
Let's
okay.
go for her fatal blow before we go to loadout 2.
Well, wait. We got to get the camera back. There it is. All right.
Так, потом было перед второй вариацией посмотрим.
You could see the into the
Ну,
attack.
это она Вера кидает сейчас.
It's
Вот шпильки,
pretty good if you,
пожалуйста.
like look for movement in the mid range. It's pretty slow. It's not like super fast, but the
Но это
range.
Вера сложно, это не Сай. А где Сай-то? Или Сай все-таки она там в суперприеме где-то использует?
Real quick, do you have any sort of lore about? I mean, listen, doesn't have to be about 11. We cannot have a combat cast without a ton of lore minute.
Well, I can say this is a little known fact. It's from John Tobias's notes that came out a couple years ago.
Факт от Джона Тобайса.
Katana was actually originally planned to be an MK1 under the name Katsune. And her role in the story was going to be Shang Tsung's daughter, and you would win her hand in marriage if you won the tournament.
Oh,
But they had a lot of story ideas that they never really went with, and they used her for MK2.
nice, nice.
Короче, Китана должна была быть в МК-1, должна была быть дочерью Шансунга, и тот, кто победит в турнире, должен был, типа, жениться на ней.
Alright, so I'm using the
Но
human skin,
потом
which I
это все
absolutely
перенесли на
love. She has
МК-2.
another version of this I like even more, but
She looks great.
But you're
Yeah.
going to see that in a couple weeks.
yeah. So in this loadout, I gave her 2 things. The first is Edenian Razors, which is this cool move where the fans circle them, it hits 3 times. You can use this.
Так, Китана Фангерл.
I'm right there with Berg.
Berg in the
называется.
power station is distracting me by acting the move out. So,
Люканг Way of Honor.
this move is really good to make your strength safe. It can also be an anti-air, and you can get combos off of it.
Сай на поясе висит у нее.
You can also use it in the corner
А? Я уже
to get
допил
combos
давно.
I like when it says to get combos that aren't possible. But it's possible.
Да, у нее что-то на поясе, это точно Сай висит?
The
Похоже
cost of
на...
this is you actually give up fan lift.
Похоже на девку ниндзя из Soul Calibur, у нее также, но у нее не Сай, у нее какой-то такой ножичек, короче, висит, она им дерется, короче, в Soul Calibur, как ее Таки, по-моему, звали. Вот прям такая же, она встала, вот на нее похоже что-то по...
Then I also gave her
стойке.
half-blood stance, which you can see in the trailer. She pulls out Melina's Sai.
Вот я не вижу,
Here she
просто
has a
Сай,
couple
это не
moves
Сай,
she
сейчас плохо.
One is the familiar classic Melina teleport. Another is she throws the Sai up in the air, and then she's freed
А
up.
вот, да, она кидает Сай воздухом,
Going
говорит.
for pressure. So the opponent's going to have to block, look out for the Sai, which is going to home in on where they are.
Значит, точно
She
Сай.
can go in for throws.
Значит, Мелина со Сай, раз Китане дали Сай.
Especially good if you can get them blocking. If you do a bunch of fans, get them blocking, then throw this out. And then if they start getting used to it and trying to attack you
Это
out,
типа как вот в Mortal Kombat X, это как его... Джейд нету, но сделали стиль
and that has a crushing
Китана
blow.
скорбная, да, с
The
приемами Джейд. А здесь, может быть, типа Мелина нет.
Hit.
Джейд вернули, да, ее приемов у нее нет. А Мелина нет, и приема Мелина, ну, не совсем ее приема на самом деле, то
The
есть,
next time you do it, you're going
ее
to get that,
оружие.
and that's actually going to pop them up.
Да, втыкает тут как Мелина в этот, да, короче.
That's
В ухо,
okay.
короче.
That's okay.
Fangirl. That's a really good,
Yeah.
good name. Nice
I'm
job.
pretty happy with that.
Pretty pumped.
Да, он Сай на иконке
So I would
нарисован.
say
Она называется
that is
Фангерл
our
почему-то,
Katana.
девушка,
She's,
верная девушка, или как переводится.
Redone in a lot of ways, a
Стиль
ton of
называется.
animations. But I think those familiar with Katana, like if you want, the really good zoning with fans, you want the big conversions, the really good combos. She's still like a combo queen character. I think you'll be right at home. She's a fresh take, but pretty familiar if you like Katana.
My phone was ringing.
Who would call you right now?
It looked like a telemarketer, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
It's on stream. Yeah.
They have an important update about your car insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome. So that's great, Steve. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
I'm
that.
super stoked to see everyone play her.
And she has a bunch of other really cool moves too. Like
Yeah, the trailer you could see there was a teleport in there where she had a dive bomb. There was moves from that. There's a
and I
bunch of
love
stuff.
the fans that like come together. Like she's got a lot of cool tools.
Yep.
Super cool. One thing real quick before I forget, Alicia Marie, a cosplayer who's been part of the MK Collective, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit, we'll be doing an AMA on Discord after the stream. So go to our Discord for that.
После стрима опять будет в Дискорде, там конференция с косплеершей, который там кого там, Шаукана
I
косплеер.
didn't hear that rumor.
В прошлый раз ничего интересного там на самом деле не было.
You really do. Awesome. Just another, I want to tell her just kind of about our schedule real quickly too. Next week, there will be no stream. Don't be sad, I
В
understand.
следующей неделе не будет стрима.
We'll be traveling around, promoting the game.
Они будут кататься по миру и рекламировать игру.
That following Monday, the 22nd, the day right before, we're going to be doing...
За день до релиза.
And we still got more to show you. So,
Yeah, buddy.
prepare for that. So next
Вот
week,
это облом, ребята.
that Monday, we'll have an awesome...
Комбат-каст
and
будет
some other stuff to talk about.
за день до релиза, 22 что ли числа получается.
So,
И что он сказал?
Steve.
Короче, перед самым релизом увидим только Шаукана и Фрост, ребят, капец.
I know on Twitter, a lot of people are like, Game Informer already
В
did the
следующей неделе вообще
second
тухлый
thing.
получается.
We still want to show everybody on the stream, for those who didn't see that, and for some things that we're going to show with Cetrion that were not discussed in the Game Informer.
Yes.
So,
Can we get a quick view of the character select? Look at this beautiful thing.
The character select.
We got to show this all but two characters.
yep.
Right now, there are a ton of people on Reddit and all that. They're taking screenshots of it. They're obsessing over the order. What is the lore meaning behind?
Right.
They're going ham.
Кстати, уже почти полное это самое, да? Не хватает только Фрост, да? Фроста Шаукана не хватает, то есть полный экран уже
She
есть.
is an elder goddess.
Выбора персонажей.
One of the most powerful characters we've ever had. Certainly one of the most powerful playable characters in the history of MK.
А что нету робота?
An elder god, if you will.
Да, 22 понедельник комбат каст, 23 уже релиз игры.
She commands the elements and life. She is almost the
Там
opposite.
уже, может, игра будет доступна уже с 21 на 22, ой, с 22 на 23 ночью.
Butterflies, puppies,
Уже все игру, наверное, стримить начнут они, чтобы комбат каст будут проводить.
fire and water, earth and wind.
You see that rainbow back there? She made that.
She made that.
She made that, right?
So she is one of the game's premier zoning characters. She is a great keep out character.
Ну, я думаю, ребят, на следующей неделе дофига будет все-таки трейлеров выходить. Наверняка трейлер Фрост покажут заранее на следующей неделе.
But first, let's briefly go over her normal. They are all very effects heavy. It's super cool. She uses the elements even.
Блин, ну он реально вот это все показывал
I
у
really
этих,
love this water teleport.
короче, на том сайте он
She
показывает
has
эти
this
все
one where
приемы.
literally a meteorite comes, and if it's a counter hit, she gets this crushing blow where it just absolutely bops them on the head. Bop. And then she gets a combo. You know, if I wasn't old and bad, it's okay. Even her hop attack, it's just bopping you over that with a meteorite thing.
Where does she get all these holders?
Well, when you're an elder goddess, you can conjure anything. Reality is at your fingertips. So, her special moves. One of her core moves for her zoning is this rock. She bounces on the ground and...
Смотрю, показ, ребят, для тех, кто не видел, типа, понимаете, потому что она была только на сайте Game Informer показана.
Like the opponent,
Решили сделать.
space will be controlled when this move is hit.
You're gonna hit with a boulder.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense that you wouldn't want to move if a giant boulder was rolling at you.
Absolutely.
But then to complement it, she has this air one, and it looks very similar. It's going to be extremely hard to tell what she's doing. So you want to jump into the rolling boulder, and then you're going to jump into this. She also has this rock wall, and if she amplifies it, it's a great combo ender, and this can actually absorb
I was
projectiles.
just gonna ask, can it absorb projectiles?
It can. And that is a crushing blow.
Кстати, это похоже
It
на...
absorbs a projectile for the first time. You actually
У
get the
Джейд
crushing
похожая
blow.
фишка,
Again,
да, помните? У нее,
It's also
типа,
one of her key
отражение прожектайлов, и можно его усилить, и он, типа, отбросит противника. И у нее, похожая тема. То есть тут у многих похожие фишки проглядываются. Например, вот этот захват с камнями, как у этого, как у Гераса наподобие. Он же тоже каменную стену об нее бьет противника.
Absolutely. So then she has her Hellfire Beam. She can do this in the air or the ground, and if she amplifies it, this is not tracking. It's close, medium, or far, but it's real juicy damage. Very, very hard to avoid. Then she has this Tentacle Grab. This is actually one of the few tracking moves in the game. Like, we don't have a lot of these in this, but this will actually go wherever the opponent is. It's pretty quick.
В любом месте, где оппонент находится, эта хрень его захватит.
Overhead low mix-up. Just has to do it. And it has a ton of recovery on whiff or block.
Дивора, да, ребят, покажут после Центрион.
The opponent's kind of jumping around, walking back.
Они специально Центрион посередине стрима поставили, чтобы все не разбежались.
You go for the read and you're going to get them, and then you're going to get a combo. Her combos are not the greatest. She really doesn't have a lot of pop-ups she's kind of a keep away character. So often what I do is I actually do this move, let them restand, then I go for a throw, or I go for a overhead bop, or this move which just sends them back. So she's not a character that's going to hurt you super, super hard when you're wrong, but you're going to be wrong a lot as you're trying to get in. So I guess let's go over the load I made, which is some moves that are going to be interesting. A lot of people have not seen these moves. The first one I gave her, this is I went with lore, so I went with an earth-based loadout. Nice. I gave her a ground pound. It's 2 hitting, they're low. And then I gave her, she has these different buffs.
Ну да, мы про это в
I gave her
курсе,
this
да.
one.
Может быть, эксклюзивно ее и покажут.
So now the way this works is, I'm going to
Главное, чтобы это не было как просто раз, когда картинку Дивора показали и все.
Мы
будем ждать 16 числа тоже, да?
In the rock field, if you hit Cetrion, the rock will actually latch out and try to hit you.
Будем ждать любой анонс, короче, на той неделе, как хоть любой. Потому что что ждать нечего больше.
And you can actually avoid them. Like, they're not just immediately targeting. Like, I'm intentionally doing something low, and now I'm out of the field. But you'll see the rock actually comes down, and if the opponent's there, they'll get bopped. So Cetrion, using both of her defensive stamina, if you look, it actually takes up her whole thing. She could set this up, go in for pressure, go in for throw, or whatever, block strings, and if the opponent tries to counterpoke back, or try to do a juggle, wow. That happened to both of us.
Everybody's getting phone calls today.
Вот они это все показывают, а что у них будет в реальных турнирных вариациях? В Injustice 2 тоже дофига было прикольных приемов. Там у Рейдена, например, были приемы, где он мог противника в такой квадрат заточить. И типа он оттуда выйти не мог там типа какое-то время. А на деле это все дополнительные приемы, которые нельзя было. Ну, за них никто и не играл, короче.
You could definitely do that. I personally like using it offensively. Kind of do it in the mid-range and then try to go in if they try to poke. But yeah, you could absolutely do that too. It's essentially you can think of it as a shield. A high
Получается, Фрост будет первой кибербабой. Но если не считать эту шиворк, то да.
Fatal Blow before we go into our second loadout. This one is extremely powerful. That is actually drop down and track you. So no matter where on screen, it's going to hit them on the top of the head. It is awesome for zoning.
Сюжетка в нон-стопе, ну, наверное.
Like, you can literally sit there, look for Jade to throw her glaive.
Если сюжетка будет идти 4-5 часов, то за один стрим пройдем, конечно.
Becomes extremely deadly when she's in Fatal Blow.
То что-то обещали 8 какие-то. Я вот слабо верю. Так что не знаю. Посмотрим.
Alright, so let's go to loadout 2, which is my wind-based loadout.
Okay.
What, is that too much?
No, I think this is one of your best names ever.
Thank you. I thought of this Arbor Bay on the way to work, and
Arbor Bay.
Arbor Bay. Я не помню, такой же стиль показывали в Game Informer.
I'm all in on her gear. I personally use this weird cosmic purple, like outer space looking thing that's really cool. Yeah. So the first move I gave him was this tornado.
Arbor Bay.
Typically, she doesn't have just a standard.
Вот это вот показывали ураганчики, да.
She actually gets it. She amplifies it, it goes full strain.
Какой-то странный вот этот прием, то есть он как бы до конца противник не закручивает, то есть это надо где-то его совмещать, чтобы при комбах для расширения комбы.
Yeah, so it is super good for keeping the opponent at bay.
Просто оппонента назад отбрасывает.
So then I also gave her another one of these buffs, which is this wind tunnel. So again, I'll play Jade to show how it works, because this thing's pretty awesome. So while this is out, if Jade is on the outer edges, it actually slows down her movement, even her jumping. See, it's like literally a barrier. And if you get to the center,
это бесячий стиль будет реально, блин, будет бесячий стиль.
And
Без
this
телепортов не обойдешься.
tornado move I gave her. So, for example, you can go in here, do this, and you can see in mid-range, Jade is going to really struggle to get in. And even if she's blocking, she isn't going to be.
Зачем вообще делать таких персонажей, которые все равно от тебя убегают и тебя отбрасывают назад? Вообще не понимаю.
Keep someone out and keep up the range that Cetrion wants to be in. So she doesn't have the best combos, but she has excellent keep away, and she's just going to be chipping them out, making them jump, making them try to maybe teleport in, or she could use her shadow kick and then punish it. It's great scheme control. Again, though, she is using all her defensive stamina to do these buffs.
Right. Cool.
Аспирина не хватает, да?
Ooh, even the rocks.
Yeah, we kind of want to just give a few tastes of Cetrion that we hadn't done from Game Informer. So what we're going to do real quickly, now we know everyone is very excited to see the Hive Queen, Devora, return.
Все ждут
We want to
Девору.
have, bring in a special guest. Let's throw a picture of Cetrion, take a
Все, с Cetrioном все, походу.
and then we'll talk a little more about the collective. and
Сейчас
show you
будет гость, который нам что-то там покажет, расскажет про нее. Гость, который нам расскажет про Девору. Вот Девора, да, прикольно. Деворе бы еще какие-нибудь расцветочки яркие бы сделали, чтобы она не всегда такая грязно-желтая была. Вот, ну, быстро они с Сатрамоном разобрались, это хорошо. 10 минут, наверное, и все. Давайте быстрее.
All right, sorry, we're back. So last week we talked about our friend here, coworker Vince, who did an awesome piece. We're going to talk about the MK Collective today, which you can also, if you have fan art or what that sort of
Сейчас
thing,
будут о коллективе опять разговаривать.
what do you put on? Those sort of things, we'll retweet it.
Не очень понятно, зачем это людям на касте рассказывать. Я думаю, мало кому это интересно. Все приходят ради игры, ну ладно, пускай.
So real quick, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Vince Wilder, and I'm a senior character artist here at NetherRealm.
Awesome. Vince, you created, if you want to, Derek, let him hold that for you. You don't want to give it to him?
No, I love him. He's awesome.
Okay. So Vince created a Baraka bust out of 3D printing. Explain kind of what you do. We do actually have some pictures we can show as well along with the story.
Yes, definitely. So I was fortunate enough to actually create the high-resolution sculpture. We had a really great design for him this game.
Скульптуры какие-то он создает.
And
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Looks great.
Yeah, it's staggeringly cool.
As soon as I saw it, I said, I would like to buy one of these. How many do you have?
one.
They take a little bit of time.
So I will take this one then.
So real quick, from start to finish, how long would something like, let me show about the camera over here. I know. How long from start to finish we talking about for this?
Well, the printing process, probably about 2 days. Probably about 12 hours per piece.
2 дня у него
It was
ушло на это дело.
composed of mainly 2 pieces. The base.
Классно, кстати, да.
I actually printed the teeth separately as well, but probably about a day worth of printing, and then probably another 2 or 3 days worth of painting.
What kind of material is it?
It's actually like a polymer plastic.
Полимерный пластик.
Let's start those pictures we have and kind of go through.
Это что, получается, на 3D принтере
this
напечатано,
is
что ли?
straight fresh out of the printer. You can see it still has the supports on it. So once it comes out of the printer, you obviously remove the.
То есть он ее смоделировал и на 3D принтере напечатал, короче, да? Потом раскрасил.
For about a couple hours, and what that does is really harden the surface. So
Прикольно смотрится.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice. All right, next shot.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
So at this point, I've had all the pieces printed, and I assembled them all and actually primed them to get prepared for the actual paint job.
Okay.
And this here is when I started to work up the skin. So I started working the color zones with yellow, red, and blue. And a lot of that stuff ends up kind of getting washed out on the skin, but you want to have that underneath to kind of.
Ребят, вы уже достали, вы как
kind of a realistic skin surface in the end.
All right, next.
этого Стива обсуждать, блин, ну что,
So he's kind of crudely masked off.
какое ваше дело, какая его сексуальная ориентация и все остальное?
Really great masking material, and really enabled you to get really clean lines with each surface.
So did you just buy a bunch of silly putty eggs?
Yeah, actually, a good friend of mine and coworker, Ian Nod, actually bought all that silly putty for some projects of his, and I had to steal.
Может, он ногти сегодня специально покрасил, чтобы отвлечь ваше внимание, чтобы вы не бомбили из-за того, что вы Фрост не показали сегодня, и что комбат каст не будет целых больше недели. Я сегодня вот весь день, вот, ну, как стрим идет, начался, как вот комбат каст начался, я вижу в чате только что про его ногти, что он накрасил ногти. И никто уже не бомбит о том, что Фрост сегодня не будет, а мне снется Трион. Всех только ногти в голову попали, то есть это реально было спланированной акцией, ногтями отвлечь вас от главной проблемы. Даже две проблемы, на Украине нет Mortal Kombat. Фрост не показали, а вы ногти. Вот, все, вам ногти показали, все.
And this is kind of your first go at it, and it looks.
И вы про все забыли сразу, вы понимаете? Вот такая вот так вот, ребята, вот так легко вас обвести вокруг пальца, понимаете?
Totally awesome. Can we go back to that one shot, one more to the final lightbox shot, just so I can give that to your Instagram. So you do a lot of just kind of sculpture at home.
Yes. Oh yeah, a whole lot of it is.
I went to look at it to make sure it was cool, you know, and so make sure there's nothing weird. And I realized that it's all weird. It's all monsters and
I take
stuff.
that as a compliment.
Congratulations on all the weirdness on your Instagram.
Thank you, and shout out to JT for getting me those photographs. He did a great job.
Those are really awesome photographs. So, Vince, I just wanted to let you tell the fans about kind of your love of creating art based on Mortal Kombat as well, and we have this amazing bust to show for it.
And you're taking pre-orders for these now, right?
Oh,
yes.
God.
It is super impressive. Like up close, it's amazing.
It's really impressive to look at, and like, oh my lord, if there were pre-orders, it's like, well, this is all I do now.
This is it.
So awesome! Thank you so much.
Is there any other characters that you're thinking about doing next? Or?
Yeah, there might be a couple down the line.
Nice.
So Devora.
Ooh.
You like the weird creatures.
Yeah.
I may have made a Devora, maybe.
Ooh. Awesome.
I can't wait to see it.
So that is his Instagram page. Thank you so much for stopping by and just showing us this awesome piece of work. The day you brought it in, I was like, we got it. I mean, it's gonna show up on one of these shelves here shortly, I think. If you're cool with that for a little bit.
that's pretty much why I made it.
This guy, friend of the Combat Cast now, forever. Awesome. Let's put up a picture of our next character that we're going to show, and we'll be right back.
Так, все, ладно. Сейчас будет Диорка, ребят, наконец-то. Вот у нее какие ногти, смотрите, у Диор какие ногти. Ну. Стив, походу, Эмма. Может, он Эмма. Сразу гей. Может, он не гей, а может быть, он это самое пол поменять хочет. Что-то такое подозрение. Ну, блин, это не наше дело вообще. Вам только идите смотрите этих всяких там, как там, по Первому каналу, где там показывают, Малахов. Вам только Малаховых смотреть. Игра главная, ради игры собрались. Девора сейчас, все, смотрим Девора.
No, I understand that. I'm sympathetic.
And just a brief explanation too. We did show her early in the process,
yes.
And just for something with Xbox, she was not ready for prime time to be shown on stream yet. Has been now, but we have a schedule we follow, and now she is ready to be shown. So
even that image that we released back then was kind of like an old image, too,
yes,
right?
Картинка была старая. Она уже изменилась, ребят.
I know that we definitely.
После картинки она уже изменилась.
Huge Devora fans.
Me included.
What a great character! A great character to bring back from MKX.
Yes.
Like a real one of those characters when you first started MKX. Like this is different. This is new. So just tell us real quick about how she goes.
Pretty similar to MKX, she is extremely good up close. We did not keep the cancel, but we did keep a lot of her pressure tools, like...
Отмен они не оставили, но оставили очень много прессинга.
Yeah, her 4-2-2.
Вещей для прессинга. Кстати, блин, так прикольно смотрится.
In the original MKX it was, in XL it was not.
But it's fast.
But it is fast, it has great range.
Надеюсь, ей вернут мой любимый розовый костюм.
She has really good normal. She has this overhead, it's forward 4, it's super fast.
I think Chevy hit me with that about...
Может быть, она вообще не будет без одежды, как вид на первой картинке.
And that is complemented by a tremendous low that actually has a ton of reach, and she goes into this creepy crawler.
Блин, фига себе, какой низкий удар-то.
Using.
Что-то больше чужого стало напоминать.
Таким
прием, как у чужого. Такое ощущение, частично от Эллина взяли.
I just absolutely love because of this part. She literally pukes on you and then...
Она блюет на тебя, говорит.
And we got to see her throws.
Блюет и бьет.
She's hitting you with her babies. And then this one...
Она бьет тебя своими малышами.
I love the little gesture she's doing.
Кайф называется.
We need to make
захват.
I don't know why we're not. And then forward 1-3 is this really good advancing, very quick high move.
Папа,
Go into all our
Его
special moves. So let's go over
показывают.
special moves.
Let's do it.
Ovipositor Rush is back. It's just like you remember it.
Ну,
Really
это
good
когда,
shift
типа
damage, great
как в
combo,
МКХ
great
прием.
special
Ну,
damage.
немножко по-другому выглядит, кстати.
Then she has a bunch of new moves. I
Вот
really
ты там
love
прям
this
тыкала
projectile
ими.
where I love the gesture she's doing. She sends out one of her babies, and it's a slow-moving projectile with good startup, but it's really good to let it go, and then
they're not like a traditionally straight. They actually are up and down. So depending on if you're ducking or not, they may hit you or they may not because of the path that they fly.
it's very, very hard.
Напоминает киберкостюм паука. Да, был у паука костюм такой с этими
her normals have such good
ногами паучьими такими. Как правильно назвать вот эти ее конечности сзади? Я честно не пойму. Как они называются, ребята?
Liu Kang or something, but if she can establish her projectile space, I think these things are great.
So what's up with her babies? Why are her babies hanging out over on Air Black?
I wasn't ready to get to that.
Well, okay then.
Puddle is back. She has to actually control it close to me.
Кислота под ноги.
Puts it out. There's a bunch
Она
of
вроде в
delay,
разные
and
стороны
then
разбрасывает.
get out of dodge,
влево и
block
вправо.
it, and that's when again she goes in with this.
Very
Or
similar
her
to
throw.
that,
Yes. If she amplifies it, it actually happens immediately,
Фига себе, как взрыв.
and she gets combos.
Ну, похожая фишка на то, что в МКХ. Немножко по-другому. Исполнение другое.
Yeah, just throw that, Steve. That'll work. There you go.
And then she has this anti-air grab, which is one of her chief combo enders. This has a crushing blow if you anti-air with it.
Захват в воздухе крашен блоу, что ли?
Now it'll actually do dot damage, which everyone makes fun of me for saying dot damage, but
Who makes fun of you for saying that?
multiple people have tweeted me because it's damage over time. It's saying damage over time. Damage.
That I feel like that's normal.
Everybody says that, just like ATM machine. Yeah.
ATM machine I don't love.
If she amplifies it, even after the crushing blow, she actually gets a restand.
А, тут рестенд, то есть может дальше ударить.
See, amplified it.
You are pressing the hell out of that button.
They start vomiting and a baby spews.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
So she injects you with babies.
Yeah, she's trying to help you. It's the miracle of birth.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right. So anyway, let's go over the loadouts I made. So the first loadout I gave her, in my opinion, her coolest new move, which is Widow's Kiss. She teleports, comes from the ground, drops down, it's super fast. And if she amplifies it, she gets a combo.
This is my favorite dang game.
Yeah, this is just... That's
so
she looks so cozy. You know, cozy with a cat.
В бруталите будет прикольно это выглядеть.
And this cape.
Yeah. This is a combo starter. It's a great anti-zoning tool. So, like I was saying,
Yeah, because if you jump, you're getting caught.
Yep.
That's basically it.
if you move, you're getting caught. So, while a lot of her stuff has slower startup and it's hard to get going, if the opponent, again, the example I used, Liu Kang's very fast fireballs. If he dares and you read him, he's going to get comboed.
Or cozy.
Yeah, he's going to become cozy. He's going to become a father. So, now we're talking about the bugs.
Yeah, what's up with little babies?
So several different moves leave babies, you can see. And then she has this move where for half of her offensive stamina, she can call them back and they do damage. And this does not have, it doesn't matter where the opponent, what reaction they're in. They could be standing there, they cannot block it, it's going to hit.
Right, and she can call the babies back no matter what the opponent's doing.
Right.
Like, you're just taking damage from the little
It's
guys.
pretty much free damage at the cost of stamina and her startup. So there's a lot of risk, and it's not doing a ton of damage, but I use it as a rounder all the time.
It's kind of insulting to die to the babies.
It's also something that you can use when they're spun. You can go for it and then actually have time to do a combo. It is basically free damage for the
Хороший прием, конечно.
You're not afraid to use the stamina. It's great.
Cool.
So that's actually the loadout that I use the most. That's what I've been using in the lab. She's one of my favorite characters lately. But I do have one more loadout we can check out.
We'll do it.
Actually, first let's do her crushing blow. Or, sorry, fatal blow.
Они даже сами постоянно путаются с этим названием Crashing Blow, Fatal Blow. Надо было как-то по-другому назвать.
Boom.
Ну, нормально, ничего особенного.
So one more, and this is going to be kind of a trap-based pressure one.
С ловушками, короче, стиль сейчас
So
будет.
the first move I gave her is flipping out. I love the alien,
краулер
very
называется.
strange
Creepy
costume.
краулер.
So flipping out is a half screen, super fast
А вот она и
overhead.
без одежды,
She
типа,
can
да?
actually do from the ground or the air. It's not going to do a lot of damage,
Прикольный
but it has a
прием,
crushing
кстати.
blow that actually leads to
О,
a combo.
будет на
The
комбо с
requirement is you
крашенблоу.
have to hit it twice in a row.
Okay.
The
У
idea
кого-то
was
был
play the
похожий
game,
прием.
do the
У
overhead.
Такеда,
Now the
что
opponent,
ли?
as they're getting
У
up,
Такеда, помнишь,
remember she
такое
has the
было?
low, and they're going to know if you hit it with the second time, it's loaded, and then she's going to get a combo. Again, you know, if I wasn't old and bad.
Ну, я бы хотел, чтобы у нее какие-то
I also
раскраски
gave her
были, там,
pooping
типа,
bug,
не знаю,
where she puts the bug out.
красная Диора, там, синяя Диора,
actually,
вот, на, прикольно.
Yeah, the bug gives birth to a bug that then will go to the opponent
Жук дает рождение другому
and hit
жуку.
them. And this is because it's slow moving. The idea would be the opponent's standing there blocking. She puts the bug out. Now that's coming, and she can go in, and the opponent is going to have to respect that bug. I'm not doing it close.
Это же как у чужого ловушки, по идее, эти яйца он откладывает, и из него выпрыгивает тоже еще один типа чужой.
The amplified is super
Похожая
strong.
тема.
It actually will.
Вот мы сегодня играли же, да, как бы за чужого, и вот там была похожая фишка. Только туда он троих может выбросить жуков сразу,
She is
да?
truly the hive queen.
Несколько может выбросить.
The babies are having babies.
Yeah, the babies are having babies. They're multiplying like bunnies. And then lastly, I gave her an air version, where the
То есть они
babies
гостевых персонажей убирают, а
and then
идеи-то остаются,
go
да?
off to heaven. And they will hit the opponent. And she can amplify it and do multiple.
Oh my goodness.
There'll be 3 on screen that are slow-moving upwards projectiles that the opponent has to block. And again, if they're sitting there blocking, she goes in for her 50-50 or her throws or a jumping or whatever, and
She just plays her game at that point.
yeah, she plays her game while her bugs are doing
Her
work
doing
for
the work,
Yeah.
locking them down for the most part, so she can go in and get to 50.
Yeah, or they're mesmerized by the bugs that are piecing out.
Right on.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Devora,
Она как будто
very interesting trap
писает
character,
жуками,
setup
короче.
character. I think if you liked her pressure setups, you know, set play design from the last game, I think you'll be super, super happy.
What about am I allowed to ask about a for fatality?
I think we can do that.
Let's do it.
Let's play a match with her.
Okay, let's see.
матч
Very
сыграть
excited to be able to
с
show
ней, да?
Devora finally.
Yeah.
I know that Honeybees probably likes me again.
No.
No.
Probably not. Probably not.
But yeah, no, she's got a lot of new, unique things. The bug Vora is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, we saw a teaser for that in the trailer. She dies and actually comes back as a baby, and the baby.
Да,
the
вот
best
должны
part is the
показать
baby-
вот это вот. В трейлере было.
Oh, brr!
You seriously can't tell us apart.
As you will die soon. This one cares
I love her putting the baby back in.
Ну, мне нравится, классно она сделана, ребят. Классно
Yeah, where
сделана.
she actually, when she dies, she comes back as a bug. And then you can actually fight as a bug by either spitting stuff or stinging them. It has its own move list itself. It's
Yes, I love that the move list is like Buzz.
great. Buzz.
Yeah,
You're getting wrecked.
it's like even.
Alright.
Have some faith.
I do.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
If you did lose to the computer, is that kind of it for you on the combat?
Yeah,
cast?
I mean, I would agree.
And it's like the computer on me.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it's fine.
Я так полагаю, сейчас они Джакса сначала сольют, а потом сольют Диору, да? Типа, чтобы
Yeah.
посмотреть, как
She's
жук
got a lot of really
из
cool
него вылезает.
things
Ну,
that
в трейлере мы видели
show
небольшой
off
кусочек,
her
конечно.
freshness and her
Но
personality.
хотелось бы, чтобы показали.
Wow, Jax is absolutely going ham. Look
Is
at that.
Tyler playing?
Oh man, thank you. So much.
Heyo! There you go. Oh, he doesn't care about your bugs.
Oh man, your last show, crazy.
I didn't see you going out like this.
Do you know her fatality?
Yes.
Oh.
I've never not been hit by that move. It's okay. I'm gonna survive and I'm gonna win. It's fine.
I don't know. His arms are going to be fully heated up now.
No, I've got this.
Ah!
See, I told you. Don't worry.
That would have been a pack.
I'm a big fan of this fatality. I think it's a real good one.
I don't know which one we're showing, but I'm pretty excited.
Что, фаталити?
Both of them are awesome.
Ой, это как она Мелина убила, да? В МКХ. Прикольно.
No one saw that coming.
Ну, напоминает опять-таки отсылку к Чужому, да, но даже чем-то нечто напоминает, ребят. Ну, это хороший фаталити, мне нравится. Я ставлю лайк этому фаталити, ребята.
Very soon. 11 days, right? Until Mortal Kombat
I can't believe
11.
it. It seems like we just started.
It's funny when you like just talk to me about this. Like when we did the thing in LA when we announced the game, right?
Жалко, Мелину так не убила в МКС.
Yeah, like things just like the game, you start going down that hill, and here we are, 11 days. Couple things before we get to birthday shout-outs.
А вы нам не покажете, как она в жука превращается? Йоу, чуваки.
Xavier Woods' Twitter, they're doing a show.
Вы же это не увидели, нормально не объяснили нам механику.
Aleister Black, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods.
You mean the WWE champion,
Yes,
Kofi Kingston?
Kingston. And before I wanted to bring that up too. He's come to the studio. He's played you as Katana. Been a friend of the studio. Been a friend of a fan of Mortal Kombat for years. The first time we ever met him, he was wearing a Mortal Kombat shirt, not knowing we were going to be there.
Yes. They seemed more excited to meet us than we were to meet them, which is saying a lot.
Which they were wrong.
Yeah.
So truthfully, not everybody's a wrestling fan, sure. His championship match was amazing. So we're all very happy and proud of what happened there. It was
one of the best things I've seen in a long time.
So definitely want to give a shout out to them. You can go to Xavier Woods' Twitter. There's Eventbrite tickets to go to it live. I will be there as well, helping out, just being there to make sure everything goes right.
You're going to be helping out?
I'm going to be bodying people left and right.
That's right.
So again, congratulations to Kofi. That's an amazing.
That's
champion.
It was awesome.
So, moving on, Mr. Kurtzik, do we have some birthday shout-outs?
We sure do. Here we go.
День рождения.
Shout-outs.
Первый фатал МК1, который мне понравился. Ну, поздравляю, Геймс.
Howls 182.
Где Ермак? Отдыхает где-то. Ермак нет его.
I'm pretty sure we've given him birthday shout-outs before.
Well, he has one every year.
Yeah.
He's a friend of Ketchup and Mustard.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then we have Shy Dollar Sign and cousin Kyla, Jackie Chan.
Джеки Чана поздравляю с днем рождения.
I'm sure he's watching. Sure. A shout out to Losty Girl, just because somebody.
А мы Джеки Чана уже поздравляли пару дней назад.
Careful.
Okay. David Hilton, Lopez Frederico, sure. Sarcastic Jim.
Not rational Jim. Sarcastic Jim.
Yes. Jeremy Burkett's son Lucas.
Okay.
Austin, aka Dead by Combat. Irvin Franco.
Да, про этот Кофи Вудса из ВВЕ, там они в Твиттере что-то там тоже твитили, они с ними там сотрудничают.
Tony Declan and our good buddy Aaron, aka Caboose.
Что так низко сел, запрыгиваю на диван. Так я на диване сижу, как бы.
Two more. Sorry, I know you thought it was over.
Well, that's because you made it look like it was over. What can I say? And Tony Smith. And there's two more.
And two more.
Я просто ближе к вам, понимаете, и поэтому так кажется, что я...
Yes, that's
сижу.
And our buddy at IGN, Dustin Legary. Happy birthday, Dustin.
Former guest of the Combat Cast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where actually people know him from.
Oh, right. Awesome.
Что-то все про ногти забыли. Как увидели фаталити Диора, да, сразу про ногти забыли. Все, битва, ладно. Битва за пояс. Может, за Диору поиграете, за Кана поиграете, за Джонни Кейдж, да. Люканга мы хотели увидеть, чтобы поиграли нормально. Давай, пожалуйста, уже Джейд не надо, я за Джейд наигрался.
Of the loadout screen and everything.
Okay.
I'm excited.
You're just doing that so people do it.
No, they would do it anyway. These are the same people that screen cap frame data from the reveal event. Okay. Which that's no judgment. I would be with you guys.
А что тут... это Кунлао, блин. Я думаю, что это за Айрон Блэк. Айрон Блэк-то он ниже там.
Wow, you're going with...
Вот, Джакс против Кана. Вот это уже интересно, посмотреть. Ну-ка, сегодня у нас Дерек должен за Кану затащить. Дерек играет?
Tyler might be shaken up. This is juicy.
His hands are on his head.
Блин, я надеюсь, что во второй вариации, где начало этого боя Кэна, он может еще и посрать, короче. Ну или в концовке посрать на противника. Ну раз уж начали, надо полностью делать.
There was chatter of Derek playing Kung Lao. Was that a smoke screen? Was that a red hand?
Хотя прием похож на Бэйна. Блин, он также ему этот затылок отфигал весь в этом, как в прошлом стриме, короче, весь затылок ему отфигачил, когда за Джейд играл. Тут то же самое пока происходит.
And Kano's 50
Давай, Кена.
pretty decent.
Я болею за Кена.
Oh, the bomb.
Да блин.
Oh,
Да блин!
charged bomb.
Fucking out.
Good breakaway. Now Derek's not gonna have defensive stamina for
The rest of the
100 years.
match.
Yeah, 100 years.
Да карет не прием спамить.
Crap.
Okay. Focus.
Now the variation that Jax is using right now is I would describe it as a grappling one. He gets multi-slam. He gets
Блин,
the
наказали
overhead
за
elbows there, the
воздушное
super
колесо,
animation
это, блин,
and he
воздушный
gets
шар.
the burning hammer.
Put me in a corner, right?
У Кена стиль Риппер, кстати, нарисован этот коктейль
So
Молотова.
it's-
А чё
He's
он им
going to
не
lose some of the
пользуется?
combo potential from
Где
the
коктейль
underwing
Молотова?
stance. Oh, very good crushing blow. That's hitting a counter hit. He makes up for it with all the command grabs, and that's how Tyler plays. Tyler goes for that all the time.
Because he gets heated arms, it's actually okay to do mid round.
Yeah, it's super fast,
Жесть.
and Jax does significant.
Вот это вот лишние вот эти вот
Derek has
хлопок,
his.
потом еще выстрел. Зачем столько
You've
всего?
already used yours.
Вот они намутили
Да,
очень длинные анимации,
Derek still
и
has
это игроков
favorite
будет бесить
blow.
потом
You use yours.
просто
But you do
во
have
время
your
игры.
arms, and obviously, that Jax is a powerhouse. Oh, they ran out during the end of round. Goes for the overhead knife toss. Oh, almost got the jump in. Oh, good use of rockets. I'm really glad we brought the MK3 rockets back. I love when
Тупо выдавить глину на поверженного
looks to
оппонента.
cut
Да,
more
да, да.
obscure stuff that's not in every game and bring it back. I'll always prefer the rockets to the energy wave.
Теперь морды в какашку.
Oh, good command grab. You gonna get the just frame?
Блин. Да блин.
Still real juicy damage.
Да блин, ну хватит спамить уже одним приемом. Он даже не знает, что уж не...
Fatal blow isn't
Этот
play.
боится, что он сейчас этот фотоблоу сделает.
Oh, good block. Oh, good block.
Всё
Good
блочит.
block. 9. Oh, ground pound. That's unblockable.
And so what did I do? I blocked low.
That's okay.
All right.
You know, this is something I did not expect.
Yeah, I had no idea Derek.
I was going to play him next stream.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's really
I still probably will.
I was going to do it again.
Kano is so off-brand for you from aesthetically. Gameplay makes sense.
Yeah.
Knives and balls.
You know so well, Steve.
You'll tell Sonya I'm sorry.
Ну, сейчас я скажу привет, слышишь меня?
But what am I about to do to you?
Скажи Соне, что я сожалею. А сожалеешь о чем? О том, что я с тобой сделаю. Да выиграй ты уже, блин, давай.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Ну что ж он все блочит-то? Ай.
Now Derek can't wake up attack.
Как будто я играю, ощущение за Кена.
No, but I'm
Да какими перкотами, блин? О, вот отлично. Давай выход на комбо. А, он сделал этот. Отпрыжку сделал.
I like it. Normally you don't use those rockets when you're ignoring it right now. Oh, another good crushing blow. That's a really interesting use of the crushing blow mechanic, where it kind of takes a move in the mid-range that normally when it hits you don't really get that much damage or anything, but that one time in the game you can cash in and it's significant.
No joke.
Both have fatal blow. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
It's going to be really close to the end. Oh,
Чё это туда так сложно заблочить? Почему он постоянно пробивает меня, не пойму. Это оверхед или что там? Ну, по 10 раз забыл его делать, этот удар.
That's brutal. He must have a hell of an immune system. Oh, very good at
Так
roughing
вот,
that. The
слышно?
overhead's on the slower side. It's good for an overhead, but it's not like something you just want
Вот
to
так
show
вот.
randomly.
Вот так вот, вот так вот.
Вот, это оверхед же просто комбат с оверхедом. Он просто не встает. То есть надо, видимо, после первого удара
Если
встать.
слышно, то ставьте плюс.
Никто ж не хочет вставать, все привыкли сидеть в блоке, блин.
It's looking very good. Oh, never mind. Damn it! Now you're going to have heated arms. And that makes big comebacks possible with Jax. Jax might have the best comeback potential in the game, maybe. He's up there.
Ну зачем вот этот выстрел вставить? Ну зачем?
Oh,
Синжайся.
that's my kill.
Oh,
Yeah.
no!
Чего?
One more round for each of us.
Oh, good block. Not falling for that. Goes for the low. Oh, pop. Oh, what? That was the dumbest accidental crushing blow pop I've
Да,
ever seen.
крашинг-блоу,
Yeah,
оверхед
oh yeah,
попал с
fundamental,
прыжка.
pure fundamentals. Keeping him close to the corner, that's very smart. That traveled almost half the screen. Jax is obviously a powerhouse in the corner. You notice Derek's out of defensive stamina, so you can't break away from this.
Ну, просто стоит и блочит, отходит еще.
Blocking.
Прием этот.
Alright, Derek has Fatal Blow in play.
Надо за Кена больше
Not
захватов.
enough to kill, but it'll be really, really close if you can hit it.
Надо пытаться больше
Вы
захватов
выиграли.
делать, потому что постоянно в блоке сидит, отходит.
Видео.
That might be it.
Делай захват, ну все.
Oh, what is he doing?
What is this?
Брутальч хотел сделать.
Yeah, that.
Showing no mercy.
No, you played very well there.
Oh, it was my day one Kano. I messed up.
You need to do some like day 3 characters.
Что?
You're right, but I felt like, hey, I'm gonna try
Хорошо.
something new.
I will
I'm gonna
I like
surprise Tyler.
Какой
It was
27?
kind of fun.
I will say this. I thought you were playing.
Жак судьба, походу, вообще, короче.
Thinking about how to figure that out, and that coming in,
Все просто
you got. I mean, that was scary.
Yeah, I also use I don't think it has the manhandle that Snake Bite. I didn't see what the other variation.
He does not have Snake Bite.
Yeah, and so
I hear you. I hear you.
I feel like my variation was Tyler's first main.
It